Hello everyone, this is Tanvi and I am here to share something really very important in my life. I name it as Life and Stories. So let me throw you some light about what Life and Stories is and why Life and Stories. Okay, so firstly guys, as a person, I'm really very grateful to my present, all the goods and the bad episodes in my life that have actually made me feel that I do exist as part of this existence has been like really of great value to me. And I really don't want to die without sharing any of this with the world. At the same time, I really want to learn whatever I can from what your lives have given you. So Life and Stories is a platform wherein you and me, we will come together, we will share our experiences, we will share our journeys, our struggle, what made you what you are today, what can any of us like do for you so that you become what maybe you want to become someday, right? So with a vision of maybe a huge library of life challenges, life struggles, I'm not really trying to be a YouTube, but some forum wherein you and me can share whatever we have learned so far, whatever we have come across along our lives, so that few people or maybe people who will watch our videos, they really don't have to start from the scratch. They can take a lot of learnings from what you and me have already faced, and I've been trying to ease others life in whatever way possible. And this is really not possible without you guys being open to share your stories with me, and the forum known as Life and Stories. So we'll be like trying to create certain videos. We will try to reach out to you all, and especially if you are anybody who's closer to me, who inspire me, beware there, I'll be soon reaching out to you to help share whatever your life has been so far, so that we'll have different themes. We'll have different I would say areas in which we can structure our stories that we can share with everyone. And for instance, I have, or the trigger points I would say rather, for me to start this forum which is Life and Stories is like, number one, I am like really very closely connected with my school teachers, with my professors or teachers who have been guiding or been my building blocks for my life in our college and this student life as well. So whenever I have any interactions with them, they really look up to me to share my journey so far, and so that my journey might motivate the students in my college and school, so that it might help inspire them. It might help to make them more I would say confident about how to face the future and stuff. So that is one of my trigger points. Another trigger point is in one of my conversations with my mother and my masi, I just was they literally tried to shut me up for a whole day, which I couldn't, because I was continuously either trying to learn what I had missed from whatever they had been facing when I was not there with them, or I was continuously trying to understand what these guys have faced, which will help me to maybe just do a jump to the struggle that these guys have faced through. So that is what I would say, my school, my family. Another trigger point is I really feel I should simply share whatever the people who I really admire, or I really feel are inspiration to me. I really feel I should share whatever those guys have given to this community, to us so far, with everybody, so that everybody can get benefited out of it. So with this in mind, as part of Life and Stories as a platform, guys, I am really very happy that one of my closest friend, Vibha-There, has accepted my request of coming on this forum, and she's really helping me to give an answer, or not an answer, but she's helping me to share how difficult or easy a journey for college to corporate is. So, presenting before you, Vibha-There Tigre. So she's currently working in a big corporate, and she's really been my inspiration. So, uh, like, enjoyed the very first, I would say, theme of life and stories, which is college to corporate, and soon will come up with more such themes, and we will reach out to you folks to share your journey with us. Thank you. Chal, so let's get started. Hi Vibha, welcome to
Hello.
Life and Hello. So welcome to Life and Stories. I'm really happy you are my first person to help me share the story of life in this episode that we have. So, people for me to introduce you about Vibha. She's one of my closest friends. We have done our masters together from SNDT Women's University, Mumbai. And why I have her here, or why I even thought of having her here, is because she has been an inspiration, I would say, right from the college times. And yeah, it looks funny when we are talking it about it right now, but yeah, I'll definitely, you guys will definitely understand this when we start the episode, or when we have Vibha talk about herself to us. So a lot of things in my mind, but for me she's a like brilliant, I would say, mind. I'm not sure about how we were as students, but I definitely know she has like really brains. Might be our academics don't have that capability to show the um, or I would even say, not sure how to put it, but how to show the value such people add to our, not only the institutions, but even the other corporates that take employ such people. So all right, so I'll take a pause. I would really like Vibha to talk about herself. So, Vibha, for you, as we spoke, I just need your help to tell us what a college to corporate is all about. It is completely your journey, so you really don't have to think about any thing. Nobody is judging here to judge us. All we are trying to do is share our journey, so that people who are especially moving from college to corporate, or who are continuously on those thoughts, whether where any big company will come and pick me, or how am I supposed to go. People who get discouraged because companies at times they don't understand the value of certain kind of students. So how do we let our student community know that it's okay, and through the journey that you'll be sharing with us. So what do you, Vibha? Please introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much, Tanvi, for having me on this forum. And thank you so much for the kindest word I have ever heard about me. Okay. So Tanvi and I have been like, it's been like more than 10 years. We have been together and still in contact, still meet, see each other very frequently, and very, very glad and very I'm very happy that I have a friend like her. Anyways, okay, so let's go back in 2011 when we passed our college as a graduation, as just a grad student. At that time, we didn't know what to do, how to go ahead with our lives, how to make decisions. Frankly speaking, I think still we do have these kind of questions to us that. Where our life is going, like taking us, we don't know. Anyways, so for some of the students it's like a very smooth journey, I would say, because for it's not just about the grades. I think it's about the impression that you put on the interviewer, uh, as a fresher. Okay, the first impression is very important. That is how you get into a corporate or a company. You get placed through the college. Okay, so I was not that I would say lucky enough to get into any of the companies at that time. So I didn't get a job. Uh, all of us were like were like okay students. All of us, all of us were. Uh, like we did get the first class marks and everything, but still some of us got into the companies right away after the college through campus selection, and some of us don't. So I am that part of students who doesn't get into the corporate right after the college. So what I did, I like uh, I created my resume, I uploaded it, I used to search for the jobs on like all the all the job portals that are available. Okay, so I finally managed to right away get into a startup. So there was not a gap. I was lucky enough, I would say, that there's no gap in my college and career. Right after I graduated from SNDT, I got into a startup company. There I would say I got a very good uh, exposure. I get to learn a lot. We used to do development there, so that was a very good experience for me. There's a difference between this. I saw that difference not just with Tanvi, but I have other friends as well who are not uh, like masters graduate. They are like engineering graduates, but still they also got into a very big firms, but they don't have that much of exposure. They just did some part of a project wherein, as a fresher, I'm not saying that they are not capable enough to do anything, but they don't get that exposure in big organizations. This is the biggest difference that I have seen between the uh, smaller organizations and the bigger ones. So ones will give you a lot of exposure, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to handle while you are having just 1 or 2 years of experience. Okay, so right after that, I mean, I my dream was to have a nice big work, get into a big organization, work in a big organization. So I tried my luck in multiple interviews later on as well. Then I got into a, a mid range company. I've been there in around like 4 or 5 years, more than that, I think. uh, then again, uh, I learned a lot there. A lot of things happened. I moved from development to business analysis, wherein I'm taking the requirements, communicating with the client, all these kind of stuff. So as a fresh graduate, I would say don't be disheartened if you don't get into a college or get into a company or anything. You can, always think of what you want. uh, Work with your resume, go for the interviews. Don't think much, just go for the interview. It's all about, I mean, I would say that it's all about that particular day wherein you are able to impress the interviewer. Okay, even if you are uh, prepared much, but maybe that is not the day for you. So so it's like that. After 5 6 years, then again I moved to another organization, and then another organization. Right now I am in a very big corporate firm, working, and it's like a dream for me to work in this organization. And at this stage, after around 10 years of working experience between all types of multiple range organizations, I would say that I have a lot of exposure. I have a lot of experience in different kind of domains, different things that I have done over the past 10 years, that would make me now confident enough to, I know that if I want, I can get into any of the organizations. Right now I am like, okay, I'm stable, I don't want to move anywhere else, but I know I'm confident enough that I can get into anywhere if I want to. I have to spend a bit of time. I have to spend some I have to do some research on whatever things are going on, and I can do that. So uh, my my personal experience, I would say, because of all these experience, I tried to do not just the project work, but some extra curricular things as well. I won't say extracurricular means you have to do anything apart from your work, but you can do different kind of certifications, you can do different type of uh, extra studies. Nowadays so many portals are available: Udemy, LinkedIn. On these portals you can, look for the courses. keep on enhancing your knowledge, keep on enhancing uh, your thoughts, and everything will eventually get into whatever you want to. So this was a brief of my journey.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Vibha. I mean, for sharing it on this forum. We have been talking all this, I know, since years or whenever we meet. I think these are a few of the things that we discuss. Maybe just because it helps us feel more lighter. But how was your, mental state when we have companies coming and we feel that, okay, what's happening? Others are getting through.
Yeah.
What's going wrong? Like, what did I miss? I mean, what was your state of mind and how did you deal with it?
Yeah. So first of all, it is like very disheartening, I would say that, especially when we are in college, just being passed out, and uh, all of our friends are getting uh, in in the companies, and you are not. But then that's not the end, right? Then we that's not the end. We knew that either we'll get placed or we don't. Okay. We do feel sad. I would like to give an example of where I felt really bad, where I felt I was, I was not lucky. I am just not lucky. That's why this is not happening to me. It was not. So you got placed in like first batch, I would say. Then a lot of us were have not placed. Then there were two companies which came in. We got into last round, on the last round. Okay. Then in total of from engineering and from MCA students, generally what they do is they like take around 100 people from our college in 1 year. That was the statistics till then. But our pass out year, that year they took only, out of 80 student, they were till the last round, they took only 40 of them, and I was not lucky enough to get into those list of 40. And that 40, so it was really really disheartening. It was like, oh my god, now I don't know what am I going to do with my life. Okay. So but yeah, those days also get passed. You have to be strong enough to face another interview, to face other uh, other interviews as well. After that also, I think, Tanvi, you don't remember that incidents, maybe uh, because at that time we were all into our own things. Like we had to present the our last presentations were there. It was our last semester, and everyone, we didn't know even that we are going to be in touch or not, though being a roommate, being like living together, but we don't know where our lives are going to go with. So I did got into another big organization that was also a bigger one. They asked to come down to their offices on the day when we had to present our last presentation. So last semester we did the project, if you remember. We did a project and we had to present it, right? So that was kind of a final exam for us. I couldn't go on the final exam to that organization. I told them I can't come, it's my final presentation. When I go back on Monday, they told me Saturday was your joining day. So on Monday they told me that Saturday was your joining day. Now you are put up. We have put in you on hold. And after that, I never heard from them. So people who were there with me. So I don't think that you know this incident, but because this is something happened at the very very a later stage, I think we might have already left our hostels and everything. So that is why maybe you don't know. So that job was also in Mumbai. But then I was like, okay, I will get somewhere something. I don't know where, but I will get. I had to. I mean, I exactly don't remember what was my state of mind at that time, but yeah, we have to keep on going. We have to keep on trying. That is what I would say that we had to do.
So, firstly, thank you, Viva, for sharing these thoughts. I don't think so. I have ever spoken to you about these,
Yeah.
but knowing that we will have hundreds or thousands of students in similar mindset today, what do you think we can do for them?
I would say, see, being at this position right now, uh, we are at that position. We are taking interviews of people, right? We are judging them whether to accept them or reject them in the organization to come in. So I do take interviews. I feel so bad when I had to reject someone, because I know that they need it. And obviously, if they're in I mean uh, coming up for the interview, then in I mean when we talk to them now, we know if they need the job or they don't, right? If they are taking it so casually or not. So a- at this position, I don't know what we can do for these kind of uh, college graduates, but what we can do is we can tell them which all opportunities are available. Sometimes these students, pass outs, doesn't know what all opportunities are there in the organizations. If you go and search on your company's portal, I search on my company's, there are thousands of jobs available. But these students, these graduates doesn't know about this, right? Companies go to on campus, they select them. But then sometimes the students who are not selected, for them maybe we can give some portal or something, so that the news of the availability or the vacancy should go to them. That is how I think they will get to know the openings, and then maybe if they want, they can apply by going on the company's portal or connect. Or we can tell them how to, uh, one thing I know is freshers doesn't know how to search for jobs on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very, very good portal. Okay. LinkedIn is something, is very influencing. You can make your contacts, you can connect to HRs directly. Are the first contact for us to get into any organizations for the openings that are there. So I think usage of how to use LinkedIn, how to search for jobs on LinkedIn, that is also very important for them. So basically, just to educate them on how to search for jobs or how to see which all vacancies are there. I think that is something that is very basic, that is required for them to know.
Awesome. Cool. So I think point noted, Vibha. I think it's time that we should get back to our graduate colleges, postgrad colleges, and like see what people like really if they are in the similar mindset and how we can help them out. So definitely, I think a lot of work for us to go ahead and do apart from what we have been doing as part of our settled lives, I would say, so that we can make their lives as well like as settled as ours is today. So cool. So Deva, I know I started thinking about this because you recently share one of your achievements in your current company, wherein you mentioned you could get through and your white paper got selected. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you at corporate level, it's a big thing, and especially people who haven't given the first try, they they really feel whether like am I in the right direction, should I even do it or not, am I even the right person to do write something like a white paper? How is it different from a normal documentation that I create, and how is it different from uh, the thought process that I should have when I'm writing a white paper. So how was your white paper journey? How did you made it to the you made sure that your white paper is through?
Okay.
Because after and to be honest, since our college times, I definitely know you might not be a person who will give answer to the questions, but I am 1000% sure. Only when Bibha wants to give an answer, she is like, okay, आप लोग का सबका हो गया, now let me talk. And when she talks, it's like we really used to think what the hell we were speaking about. And I really always looked up to you as a person who uh, when you speak, like you'll make the world just shut up. So I always knew that maybe there were times wherein things didn't go right, but those things, if they didn't go right, it was not for you to bother. I would say it was the firms or those. Desperately feel that they are at a great loss because they are not having a brain like you. So Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of like
Anyways,
stuff, but I really want you to share your white paper journey for me.
yeah. Okay. So first of all, I have joined this current organization very recently. It's been like only 7, 8 months I have been here. Okay. I joined this as a lead business analyst. I'm lead business analyst here. So white paper is, I frankly speaking, I didn't know what. Yeah, fine. I didn't know what actually white paper is at first. I knew that there is something, the paper that you have to write, you get the authority basically that, okay, you have written it. So, what I have done, first of all, not to confuse the audience, that it's not a mm, something like I own it or something. It's just a organizational level white paper. Maybe or may not, it will get through, and maybe it will be get publicized on the organizational levels website. That will be then huge. Okay. I will share, if I'll share with Tanvi, maybe she'll share with the audience, if it at all gets through and go on the public level. At that time I'll share with you if it is, because mm, uh, it's still in the process actually. Okay, so what white paper is? White paper is something that I would say many of you might have already known, but for those who don't know, white paper is something that you have to find a problem that is there, and then you have to propose a solution. Okay, it's kind of a mm, research, I would say. It's kind of a research. You have to propose the solution. Or the second thing could be, in white paper, if not the solution, you can just highlight the problems as well. Okay, that is also one type of white paper that is available. I didn't know that something like that is also a white paper, but yeah, it's there. Okay, so my journey started when so first of all, if you are in an organization, a big one already, then maybe should never ignore the newsletters or the emails that are coming through from the organization level, or any kind of competitions that are there happening. You should never ignore them, first of all. Okay, have a look. Think, it's if it's not a white paper, I'm not saying about the white paper, but in general, have a look. Maybe it won't take like 10 or 15 minutes for you to do it, and then maybe your name gets highlighted. It's a good win for you. uh, let's move. I'll give one example of that as well, wherein my name got highlighted because I had just spent 15 minutes on that. So never ignore such emails. Okay, so such email came in, and I got to know, okay, there's one white paper contest going on in the organization, wherein we have to participate. We know we had to kind of research a couple of things. uh, I am being a business analyst, we have to do something that is related to mm, our profile and our domain as well. I'm in banking domain, so something related to banking has to be there. So first of all, it was not just me. Two of my team members were also part of this journey with me. So three of us came in together. We thought, okay, some of the company, I mean organization, did some workshops as well for us to have a look at how white papers have been written, how to write them, what content should be there. So a white paper, I would say, for example, should have a abstract, should have an introduction, proposed solution, how to implement that proposed solution. Each of your statements or each of your facts should have an example. If you can give an example in your white paper uh, related to the fact that you are writing in, that would make it more impressive. Okay, so examples, adding examples to a white paper uh, is a good thing. Then you can make it a bit funny by adding some animations or something like that. Frankly speaking, we didn't do that. We didn't get that much amount of time to do it, but you can, I mean, it's a suggestion, we can do it. uh, you have to research, you have to look into uh, what all things that has already happened, what is the main problem. You have to look into for the audience that you are looking writing the white paper for. So being a banking domain, we have written it for the bank, basically, for general banks, whatever issues they are facing. One of the issue we got, and how they can uh, improvise or basically uh, implement a solution which can help them solve that problem. Okay, so this was a basic of the white paper. We submitted it. I didn't know that we did get through it and get a second rank in it. So first rank was a very nice one. We got a second one. Then there are a couple of them. So this is how I think that you should never ignore such extra things in happening in your organization. Uh, so yeah, that's the journey of my white paper. Any specifics that you want to know, Tanvi?
Nothing. So basically, you paid attention to something which otherwise, like most of us ignore, and you thought about taking that opportunity, which definitely means something more than our usual project works that we do. And you had the right team,
Yeah,
people who kept you motivated to get through this one, because usually our work and other extracurricular stuff that you say, we give more priority to our project work, but that's
yeah.
good that you had your right team folks. So is this only within the your company that the white paper is through, or have we thought about, or is it in process to be presented at any conference level wherein you have people apart from your company doing it?
Right now, no.
Okay.
It's not the case as of now. But yeah, I did represented as a participant, a winner participant in one of my lead meetings as well, wherein
Wow.
we gave what I mean. We just shared our experience of the journey of this white paper, very similar to what I did right now. But therein I got to know that okay, maybe. We'll think of these white papers how we can make them through I mean these are written for the clients. Okay, so something that we are doing for a client, I'm working for a bank, say for examples, then if we are doing some kind these kind of work, then it should benefit them as well, right?
Right.
Our work does should not go in vain, that okay, we have written a white paper and it just kept in somewhere, we have given the awards and everything, but the white paper is still there, we are not doing anything with that. So I think they are thinking of something to go ahead with that. If at all anything comes up, then I'll share with you. Right now it's not there.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Vibha. I think we've been talking more than 30 minutes now,
Yeah.
and it still was like interesting for me. Each and every second, everything that you shared. You actually shared few things which I didn't knew, which I'm feeling bad about it. But yeah, I think we should meet more often. But for people, I would just reiterate college. This was about the college to corporate journey. And the key things as a student I have learned from Vibha is, like, it's okay if your academics cannot judge you the way you should be judged, and we just have to know that world is the forum for us. There's no, like, set of companies who can decide whether you are a right candidate or not. And yeah, and just stay motivated, have the right people you are working with, and keep looking out for how your companies, or whichever, like, startup or any firm you are, how they are thinking about innovation, how they are thinking about making you think differently from our monotonous schedule. So just to make sure you are having a right eye at things. Give 5-10 minutes, get your names flagged, and also get these opportunities, so that people will benefit out of you, uh, apart from just you being the star for yourself. Awesome. So thank you so much, Viva. It was like really fun talking to you. I hope our
Yeah.
recordings are successfully saved. let's see. Let's see how this goes. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much,
Bye.
Viva. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.